Hey guys, my name is Dean. Welcome to MFY Yoga. In this video, I show you 6 strengthening exercises you can do to help after you've had a total hip reconstruction. This video is for a good friend of mine and member of the MFY Yoga Launch Group, LeStryet. He has been with MFY Yoga since 2014, and I'm super excited to make this video to help him with his hip recovery. This video is for anybody else who is looking to strengthen their hip and recover after a total hip reconstructive surgery. So what I'm going to show you in this video are 6 different exercises to help with strengthening the muscles that attach to and surround the hip. This is going to increase your hip stability, making sure that you have better balance, giving you the strength to be able to do day-to-day tasks, to be able to get back to your fitness routines if you have any, and also just get strength for longevity. So today we're going to be using one exercise that involves a resistance band or a TheraBand, but most of these exercises don't require any equipment. Let's get to it. Our first exercise is a staff pose, except we're going to do a single leg lift with this staff pose. So a staff pose in yoga is basically making an L shape with your body, sitting up as tall as possible like this, pressing your hips toward the ground, pretending like you're lifting your legs away from the ground, and then sitting up tall with a flat back. So this is the first part of this exercise, but we're going to be doing a single leg lift here to focus specifically on strengthening your hip. So I want you to put your hands on either side of your hips here just for a little bit more stability. And the first one we're doing is lifting your leg up. So just lift your left leg about 3-4 inches away from the ground and just hold it there, keeping the leg straight, staying tall. Now we're just going to hold this. We're not going to do reps. We're just going to hold this for as long as you possibly can. So as you start to get to your max, it'll start to get tired. Your muscles will probably start to shake. That's a good thing. That means that we're reaching that point of fatigue and that your muscles are going to get stronger as a result. So that's the first one. And I would hold that for a minimum of 30 seconds and work your way up to doing a minute. And again, make sure that you're holding it as high as possible, but not lunging it up in the air, but actually slowly lifting it and focusing on control. The second one we're going to do is turning the foot out 45 degrees. And this is going to target a different set of muscles in your hips and your thighs. So turn your left foot out 45 degrees, sit up nice and tall, hands on either side of your hips for stability, and then lift the leg again. Now this time we're going to focus more on the inside of the thigh rather than the top. Again, you're going to lift it up as high as you can with control while maintaining good technique with your posture, right? So staying upright, staying tall, using your hands if you want for extra support. And then again, just holding it until you can't hold it anymore. So try to get at least 30 seconds here and slowly set goals for yourself, incrementally more challenging goals as time goes on. And yeah, you will get stronger. You'll notice results. It's going to help with stability. It's going to help with strength. And then the last one we're doing here is turning that foot in as much as you can while keeping your hips squared. And then again, lifting that leg up as high as you can with control, keeping both hips on the ground, using your hands on either side of your hips for a little bit of added support, aiming to hold this for 30 seconds, setting higher goals as you go on, as the days and weeks go on, and then slowly releasing down once you've reached that point of fatigue. Make sure to do that on both sides, and I would alternate from side to side. So first do left leg up, straight up, and then pause, and then go right leg straight up, pause, and then go foot turning out, pause, and then right foot turning out, pause, and then turn left foot turning in, lift, pause, and then right foot turning in, lift, pause. All right, so that's our first exercise. Next one we're going to be doing is clams, and this is using a dog. No, this is using resistance bands. So I'm going to have you lay down on your side, get your resistance band, make it pretty small, and then put it kind of in the mid-thigh area, actually a little bit closer to your knees. So you're going to rest on your side here like this, and you're going to keep your hips squared to the outside. So make sure that your hips aren't turning up. Make sure that your right hip is stacked right on the left hip. And then bring your heels in toward your butt. Just Excuse me, Tron. Excuse me, Tron. Excuse me, Tron. So bring your heels in toward your butt, and we're going to work on squeezing your knees up and squeezing your butt. This is going to specifically help with your glute med, your medius glute, your medial glute. So we're squeezing that up and then releasing down, and then squeezing up. Again, keeping the hips stacked on one another, squeezing up as high as you can, and then releasing down. Now there's a few ways to do this. You can do this as reps, where you're going up and kind of squeezing for a second, and then releasing down. Or you can hold it for 15, 20, 10 seconds at a time, right? So I'll leave it up to you. You can change the reps, you can change the duration. You can hold it for as long as you can in an isometric position, and then maybe after that you can go to reps, right? Doing half a second hold at the top and slowly releasing down. The way to make this effective with your breathing is by exhaling as you squeeze up, so inhaling as you come down or inhaling as you're at the bottom, and then exhaling to lift your knee and squeeze your glute as much as possible. All right, so you're gonna do that. I would do at least a minute or 2 minutes of tension per side. And again, you wanna make sure that you're doing both sides, not just doing one side or the other, even if you're only doing, even if only one of your legs or one of your hips has been reconstructed or you're recovering from injury in one leg, make sure that you're doing both sides. Our third exercise is going to be tabletop hip adduction circles. And so this I wanted to throw in because particularly for LeStryet, I know LeStryet's doing a ton of yoga. So I wanted to give him exercises that he's not gonna find in a typical yoga class, or maybe that he didn't find in his physical therapy. So today we're doing a tabletop with hip abduction circles. And that's basically starting in a tabletop. You're gonna bring your left leg straight back. You're gonna lift your left leg up and to the outside, and then we're just gonna make circles, going as high to the outside and up as we can with these circles, going slow and controlled. And this is gonna help strengthen your glutes, your hamstrings, and your outer hips. So we should be feeling some engagement, again, in the outer hips, in your glutes. And we wanna make sure that as we're doing this, we're keeping your belly button lifted and keeping your back flat. Now the slower and more controlled you move here, the more strength you're going to build. So what we're going for here isn't quick, isn't just like making circles as quick as we can. We're going really slow and going controlled. So the slower the rep you can do, the better. And then after you've gone one way, right, so maybe you're going to the outside or clockwise, now you want to go the other direction as well. So making sure that you're going in both directions to challenge your hip in different ways. And I would do this exercise for, let's say, 30 seconds in one direction, and then 30 seconds in the other direction. At a minimum, you might want to do more than that. You might want to work your way up to 45 seconds one direction, 45 seconds the other direction, and then maybe 60 seconds one direction and 60 seconds in the other direction. Point is, we want to have the hip under tension, under muscular tension, for at least 60 seconds, working your way up to 2 or even 3 minutes. And then finally, we're going to be doing some donkey kicks, and these are really good for your glutes. Just like before, we're going to get into a tabletop position. I'm going to turn so you just have a different angle. So we're going to get into a tabletop position. Pull your belly button up so your back is flat, your core is engaged. And then bring your right leg straight back, so straightening your right leg. Now bring your right heel in toward your butt and push your right heel up as high as possible. So driving heel up, 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 like you're pushing into something, pushing into something, pushing into something. And now start to open up your right hip a little bit and drive up and over, not just over. So this is really going to turn on your glute, driving the heel up and over. You want to imagine that you're pressing into something. So this isn't just lifting your leg. This is actually pushing into something, pushing like there is actual resistance there. And then you can do this just like we did for the clams. You can do this as a hold, right? So I could just hold it for 30 seconds. Or I could do reps where I'm inhaling down and then exhaling, pushing up, inhaling back to normal, exhaling, pushing up. And I would actually do it with your knee continually bent. I wouldn't bring my leg back to straight. So as you're exhaling, you're pressing up. As you're inhaling, you're bringing it back to normal. Or you're holding it for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds. maybe starting at 15 seconds and working your way up. That is pretty difficult to hold for 60 seconds, but I'm confident you can do 15 or 30 seconds. And that's a donkey kick. Again, that's gonna really help with strengthening your glutes. So basically the goal of all these exercises is to help with rebuilding the muscles around your hips. Your hip flexors, your adductors, your abductors, your glutes, hamstrings, everything surrounding your hip. And again, you can do these exercises on a daily basis, and if you're getting sore the next day, that's a good sign that these exercises have done something. If you're not sore the next day, it probably means that you need to increase the intensity by increasing the depth of the exercise, so going deeper into it, lifting a little bit higher, or increasing the duration, so holding it for a longer period of time while focusing on maintaining good form. And so that's what I wanted to share with you with this video. That's it. LeStryet, I hope you enjoyed this video. LeStryet is part of the MFY Yoga Launch Group, and we have a new MFY Yoga DVD coming out Saturday, April 7th. So if you're watching this video now, it's already live. Go to manfulyoga.com/yogastrong, yoga-strong, to learn more and get up to 40% savings. You can also join my Body by Yoga VIP, become a Body by Yoga VIP, and I'll send you a link to get 40% savings as soon as you sign up. If you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. We put out lots of great content like this on a very regular basis. We're uploading 3 to 4 videos per week right now. And we try to show you how yoga can improve your fitness, and also share stuff like lifestyle. How can you live a healthier lifestyle? How can you live longer and be able to do the things that you want to do? And that's it. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for enduring my dogs through the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.